King of the Pit TV signing in, the Downward Spiral, 9 Inch Nails, aka N-I-N, Nin. We're on Heresy, track numero 3 of 14. This time listen through goes out to Gary. Gary, I think you might be onto something here. This might be an half-decent record. So let's continue onwards. This one's Heresy. King of the Pit TV signing in, continuing onwards with Downward Spiral by 9 Inch Nails. Title of this one's entitled Heresy, and what more needs to be said? It's track number 3. Let's go, shall we? Downward Spiral. By the 9 Inch Nipples. No doubt indirectly influenced by the pop music of the 80s, the synth-laden, arguably British pop music. 9 Inch Nails are a British band, are they not? Trent Reznor isn't a British name though, so maybe not. They're American, aren't they? They seem like they could be an English band. Universal Music Group. I like the bold nature of someone who does make such a provocative statement in relation to if there's a hell, I'll see you there, because that's just absolute standing 10 toes down on their belief that it's not fucking real, don't matter, or whether it is or isn't, they're just like, fuck it. Fuck it. What they told me it is fine. I'll go there. I'm doing my thing. And that's a crazy situation. So I gotta respect someone who's as bold and brash as that, you know? Can it come across as edgy at times? Yeah, but I don't necessarily think so. I thought he was gonna go into the, you know, God is dead and we killed him, for the whole Nietzsche thing, which is like, nobody who reads Nietzsche, like it's the classic performative, my favourite philosopher is Nietzsche, and they'll just like reference 2 statements from something. I don't know. I'm not a reader of Nietzsche myself. I'm not a philosopher kind of guy, but Nietzsche is like the alt kid philosopher, the dark and gloomy and edgy philosopher, right? So by default attracts a lot of moshers. So I read, yeah, you can't speak. It's illegal to communicate with dolphins, like to have conversations with dolphins and stuff, and they say it's to do with something in relation to the ecosystem. You can't affect their means of living and so forth. And you think, well, why can't we, why is the rules not imposed on other creatures then? And then it opens up the doorway to some madheads talking about they know the secrets of Atlantis and all of this shit. And whoa! Went down a little rabbit hole on that one, I'll tell you that for nothing, you know? Because then there's the meme just like, oh, did you know that dolphins rape people? And that's probably the reason why. No. There's a reason why they don't want you speaking to dolphins. And you have to wonder why that is. They use them in the military, or have actually used them in the military before. Like, intelligent creatures, aren't they? Industrial is a interesting style of music. It's got a parallel to nu metal in the way that the bands you hear or are aware of when it comes to both genres, both nu metal and industrial, are generally massive bands. Like, there's no in between. There's no, your friend doesn't say, oh, look at this small scale nu metal band. I mean, they might do, but it's rarely a thing. And they won't say, check out this small scale industrial band. The band, so sorry, people. It's a particular style that may be so unique and creative that it doesn't manufacture a lot of copycat behavior. Do you know? Whereas thrash metal, anyone can pick a guitar up and just play a thrash tune, but not many people can get about. And this is less so of a style of playing and more so of an atmosphere, of a harshness, of a technological, theoretical understanding of the sound that needs to be made, as opposed to actually performing and playing a bunch of notes, Same with the nu metal thing. You can write a riff, but how that riff is recorded, how it's utilised, what unique quirk and energy is given to it is what makes it what it is. That's why nu metal was so brilliant and varied. It's like grunge in a way, I suppose, like a specific time and place, historically speaking, and those were the bands, and anything from there is sort of like influenced by, but isn't it. I don't know what I'm talking about. We've got March of the Pigs coming up next.